one between Arizona State and Notre Dame saw 9 goals, some freshman stars, and a 5-4 Notre Dame win as we get set for Game 2 between the Sun Devils and the Fighting Irish. Welcome inside and upstairs here at the Compton Family Ice Arena. David Korzeniowski with you. Happy to be with you on this Sunday evening. Notre Dame got another win against Arizona State. They lead the season series 2-1. This is the final matchup between these two teams this season. As I bring in my broadcast partner, Tony Simeone, we talked about Matthew Copperwood for the Sun Devils, Tony, and he delivered again last night.
Yeah, Matthew Copperwood came into this weekend tied for the lead in the NCAA in goals, and he did not disappoint last night, picking up another pair against the Irish. In 3 games against Notre Dame this year, he's now scored 6 goals. Both last night came on the power play. You can see the twisted wrister. When he has that kind of time and space, he'll make you pay. And then the great hand-eye coordination here. Watch him pick up this puck out of midair, whack it past Dylan St. Cyr. He is developing into one of the best goal scorers in the entire country.
8 points against the Fighting Irish for Matthew Copperwood on the season, 16 overall for the young freshman. On the other side for Notre Dame, Landon Slaggert, also a freshman, had 2 goals, Tony, and that World Juniors tournament seemed to do him some favors.
I think Landon Slaggert's going to have a big 2021. You can see the first goal right here. Starts it with a block shot and then breaks it out for himself. This is a great 2-on-1. You see Alex Steves to his right. He's able to hold the puck, get some space, and as great scorers do, when he's in tight, he beats Evan DeBrouwer with ease. And then also another thing that great goal scorers do is they take advantage of opportunities. Watch this puck take a funny hop off the end wall. First one to get there, jumping through all those ASU sluggers, is Landon Slaggert. Great coordination on his backhand to get the goal. I think he is bound for a lot of success here in 2021.
3 goals on the season for Landon Slaggert, plus 2 last night. The Irish want more from the freshman class. Game 4 of the season between Notre Dame and Arizona State. It should be a fun one here. Puck drop after the break.
Welcome inside University Arena alongside David Korzeniowski and the rest of our great Bronco Productions crew. Evan Stockton with you. Welcome to the biggest day of the year for MAC Gymnastics. And David, talking to everyone in this conference the last couple of days, you can sense palpably throughout the conference they are so excited for this event this year.
You said it, Evan. All 7 coaches itching for this competition to start, and they think there's about 5 teams that could walk away with this championship. It's quite a tight conference.
Yeah, it really is an outstanding MAC Gymnastics conference this year. 5 teams in the conference are within the top 35 in the NQS. Now remember, in case you need a reminder, here is how the rotations will work, David. There's a lot of programs here. There are 7, so at one time there will be 4 programs competing. 3 will be on bye. We'll have 7 total rotations.
Lot of moving parts, and keep an eye on that first rotation on Kent State. They're 15th in the country in floor average. And Coach Biggins said it might be a challenge starting on their best event.
It really will be interesting to watch all of the moving parts here today. It's not just out there on that floor. It is also amongst us here in the broadcast booth. I will be taking the floor and bars. David will be taking the vault and beam throughout today's meet.
Yeah, just a couple things we got to be keeping our eyes on. So you will be taking those too. And also a lot of moving parts and a lot of people in this gym. But for those maybe a little bit concerned about COVID protocols, there is a lot of protocols being put in place by the conference. Extended cleaning periods, teams are in separate areas, and they must wear that mask whenever they're not competing, Evan.
Badgers with 10 players on their roster who haven't been drafted in the entry draft. And again, first-round pick Dylan Holloway, 14th overall to Edmonton. Cole Caulfield, who's been a star, 15th overall in 2019 to the Canadians. Those are just a couple. Turcotte's now with the Kings, Keandre Miller with the Rangers. Again, another chance in front, but St. Cyr seals off that post and sends it back into the Wisconsin zone. Josh S. circles around. Battle between Mersch and Klerman right at center ice. The puck squirts past both of them. Stastny ricochets it off the boards, looking for Pierce Crawford. Pierce Crawford working his way up. S falls to the ice. Notre Dame still has it. Max Ellis now working with Crawford. And Solog Bakic. That's the 4th line for Notre Dame. Finally gets out to Cam Burke. Cam Burke moving his way in, tried an intentional shot wide. Oh, it's loose in front. Baydoun didn't know where it was for a split second, and the referee's arm is up. Looks like we will have another power play.
I think Notre Dame's going to get a chance to go on the power play. Look at the good work here by Solog Bakic in the corner as he's going to go to work and first get a great pass out to Cam Burke. But you see here, it's also going to result in a penalty at the end of the play. That's a great feed out to Burke as he's able to set up an offensive chance. And then at the end of the play, you can see Bakic was still being harassed by Anthony Kerr, and he's going to have to go to the bench. So a really good shift for Solog Bakic to not just get that puck out of the corner and get it to the point for Burke to try an try a shot from the blue line, but also draws the penalty and gives the Irish a chance to go back on the power play, something they desperately need right now, David, because the ability to score is something they have not been able to demonstrate so far this weekend, and this might just be the way they can jumpstart that offense.
Yeah, Anthony Kerr, 2 minutes for holding. He was pleading his case with the referee in that near right corner, but Notre Dame will have a chance on their second power play. Like you said, Tony, this could be the boost that they need. Ellis moving in on the right wing circle. Oh, it was blocked in front, but wide of Beydoun. Quickly turned over, and here come the Badgers. Again, dangerous on shorthanded opportunities with 4 undermanned goals last year. Under 7 minutes left now in period number 2. Wisconsin doubled their lead thanks to Ryder Donovan. Goal in the first came from Pelton Bice. Wisconsin looking to move to 2-0 on this early season. Notre Dame trying to avoid being winless through the first weekend. Lieberman back to Ellis. Ellis a little uncertain when handling that pass, and Mersch gets it out of the zone. Not the start Notre Dame wanted on the power play, but still have 1:15 left. Janicki absolutely harassed by Brock Caulfield. Great defense by number 19.
This is a great penalty kill so far for Wisconsin. They have not let Notre Dame set anything up in the offensive zone.
Notre Dame had a huge lead in the shots category after the first. It's slowly evening out. Notre Dame still has 19 shots to Wisconsin's 14. And again, Robbie Beydoun has not allowed a puck past him all weekend. Here comes Michael Graham, full head of steam. Nice stick handling to set it up for Notre Dame. 38 seconds left on the power play. Tyson moves it over across the other side to Alex Steeves. Steeves to Stastny. Stastny to Graham. Right wing circle in front, but it's blocked by the skate of Jesper Peltonen. That Wisconsin bench banging their sticks, going crazy. Stastny barely keeps it in. Here's Steeves. Steeves back to Graham. Graham has a lane if he wants it. Shot and score! Michael Graham converts on the power play. Notre Dame trails by 1.
Well, this is the Badger killer. Michael Graham coming into this weekend had scored half of his career goals against Wisconsin, and Badger fans just see nightmares of 15 in white on their screen. It's held in by Stastny at the line, and then the Irish go to work. Michael Graham is going to wind one up and score. I think they're going to review to see if this is touched by a high stick of Colin Tyson in front. Ooh, that's going to be close. Tyson, if he did touch that and his stick was above the crossbar, they would disallow this goal.
Well, Tony, if they do disallow it, that would be an absolute gut punch for this Notre Dame team that has been so desperate to score a goal. It took 95 minutes to get one into the back of the net, and it might not even count. We'll take a look at some of these replays, but Tyson's stick was leaking up a little bit high.
Well, and it's also hard to see if he did indeed make contact with it. So right now they've given the goal to Michael Graham. So the two things to sort out here are whether or not Tyson touched it, and then if indeed it was above the crossbar. This will be a good look to see if he makes contact here. Oh, I think he does. I think he definitely does. But they've determined that his stick was below the crossbar. So Tyson, I believe, is going to get credit for this goal, and it's going to stand.
As he should. It looked like that stick was directly horizontal with the crossbar. So a good call by the officials, and a sigh of relief perhaps on that Notre Dame bench, Tony, to finally put a goal in the back of the net.
I think you're absolutely right that finally they know they can beat Beydoun, albeit off a deflection right in front of the net. But at this point in the weekend, Notre Dame will take the goals however they come, and all of a sudden they've cut that deficit in half.
So Colin Tyson scores the first goal of the season for the Irish. It's on the man advantage. Assists go to Alex Steeves and Michael Graham. So Michael Graham is still the Badger killer. He just notches up an assist against Wisconsin instead of a goal.
It's really something else. 15 and White has just been a guy that Wisconsin's had trouble with in his first 2 seasons on campus for Notre Dame.
Now 8 goals, 3 assists, and 11 career points against Wisconsin. Notre Dame showing some signs of life here with under 5 left in the second. Scores 2-1. Lollipops back to S. Weisbach lost an edge as he recollects himself and moves up the near side. Passes it Pax Klurman for a line change. Irish would love another here to try to tie this thing up and make this a battle of the third period. Here comes Tyson again, streaking up, looking for a pass. Oh, it went off the crossbar as well. Just snuck up right above the glove of Baydoun. Tyson, the senior from Monroe, Michigan, making something happen. He had 8 goals and 12 assists last year. And now Emerson in a battle. Notre Dame wins it. Steves turns it over, though. Intercepted by Roman Ashan. Ashan looking up ahead for Inamoto. Inamoto moving in near side. Shoved by Lieberman. Lieberman over to Hellickson. Hellickson working it around the boards to Alex Steves. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Alex Steves fakes the shot. Oh, and Tyson scores again! Just like that, Notre Dame's tied it up.
Coach J.W. Kieckhefer putting the headset on in just a moment, as this was one heck of a matchup. Firebirds winning 3-0. J.W., how you feeling right now? That was a heck of a match, man. Talk me through it.
Nervous, a lot of anxiety. Just proud of our guys to fight. It wasn't a pretty night. We haven't had a lot of pretty offensive nights in a while. You know, they're giving me a heart attack there, going down 5 points early in 2 and 3. But it's a battle, and I'm proud of them for finding ways to win. That's what good teams do, is they find ways to win.
Talk me through that second set, because you guys trailed by as many as 5 points like you just mentioned. What was key to getting you guys back in late in the set?
You know, I think we just tried to stay with the system. I thought we started to block touch balls better in set 2, and really it was just the effort in the backcourt. We just dug so many balls and were able to run them down, and the offense was finally able to turn some balls. I thought Parker Connolly in the middle and Zach Boltes in the middle started to score, which was a big difference than earlier on in the match. We kind of taken advantage in the middle of the court with the one ball. And with Parker and Zach playing offense, we're a tough offense to stop. So really proud of them there. And, you know, Matt Slavinsky going back and winning the match with 2 aces there. You know, maybe not the greatest offensive night early on, but, you know, he's such a winner, and it's a lot of fun to coach him.
I was just going to ask about that. So it's 25-all in the second set. Matt Slavinsky goes back with 2 service aces. What was going through your mind at that point? And I'm sure you've gotten a million questions on Slavinsky, but can you just talk about what he means for your team?
Yeah, you know, actually I was trying to think ahead, right? I'm trying to, you know, expect the worst and try to make sure our team's kind of set up to make some offensive plays maybe next. So we were actually talking as a coaching staff about what we do if we don't score some points, which was the funniest thing about that all. We're talking about what we got to do if we don't score that point, and Matt goes back with 2 aces. So, Matt Slavinsky, wow. I think the most proud I am of him is his mental maturity over this last year. And it's really shown the last couple of matches. He's made a lot more attacking errors than he's used to making. And I thought Benedictine did a great job of adjusting their defense. They dug him a lot in that left back corner where he likes to swing. He's got to find some range. What was special about Matt is that late there in the third set, he goes sharp cross court to score, then he goes line to score, and he goes over the top into the 1-6 seam to score. So he finally found range in the third set, and I think that's why we ended up winning by 6. But yeah, his mental game is what has taken him to the next level, and it's what's taken this team. I mean, we should have lost that second set. There's no way we should have won that second set. We should have lost the third set, to be honest with you, too. It's just a really good mental team, and we're able to battle.
Megan Miller now back, the transfer from Nebraska, who had 439 career digs in Lincoln. Back for Buzerio. There's the hammer. Courtney Buzerio makes no mistake. It's 8-3. Boyer heads back to serve. Sophomore from Downers Grove, Illinois. 7 service aces so far this year. Rousseau sets it over for Nia Robinson. Buzerio off another finger, and Buzerio starting to hit her stride. It's 8-4. Courtney Buzerio played every match of 2019, led the team in service aces with 32, and was second on Iowa in kills with 305. Rousseau sets up Robinson on the outside. Nice dig by Iowa. Thomas Olara over to Rousseau. Rousseau tries to send it over herself. Iowa
Now it's Miller. Miller for Rousseau, tries the kill. Long rally here. Buzerio. Off a couple blockers. Rousseau back to Thomas Alara, tries to find a soft spot, can't quite get there. And Iowa hammers it home. It's Blythe Reitz.
Yeah, I think we're really seeing Iowa's ability here to take out of system balls and still get a hard kill on that.
3 straight points for the Hawkeyes. It's now 8-5 in favor of Northwestern. Boyer starts it off for the Iowa side. Nice kill by Desiree Becker on the outside. Becker from DeWitt, Michigan stands at 6'2". Had just 4 starts last year, but worked into that starting lineup tonight for Shane Davis's squad. Rousseau will serve. Buzerio again. Becker got a piece of it. Nice job by Miller to slide in. Becker again. Desiree Becker impressing early as Northwestern hits the 10-point mark.
And it does look like they are running a 5-1 with Alexa Rousseau here. So one setter makes the full 6 rotations here.
Rousseau in that starting lineup at the setter spot for Kira McNulty. Buzerio. Nice dig by Miller. Can Northwestern send it over? Robinson hustles over. Hit on the left side, it's down and in. According to the back line judge. Emily, seems like you might have thought that might have been out.
Oh, and there we go. It does look like it was out of bounds.
You were first to it. You sniffed that one out before the refs could. 11-5 is the score for Northwestern. Rousseau. Looks for Adina Schmidt on the near side. Becker again. 3 kills for Becker early in this first set. It's 12-5, and Northwestern did a really good job fielding that Iowa run and responding quickly.
Yeah, seems like Becker and Rousseau are really connecting in the middle very well.
Becker leads the team in kills with 3 so far. Rousseau with another serve. Nice job to put it down for Iowa. 6 points for Iowa now as a substitution comes in. It's Amaya Jones who's back in there for the Iowa side. Buzerio will take the serve on the back right corner. Buzerio over to Temi Thomas Alara. Poorly played by Thomas Alara. A rare mistake from the sophomore. And a quick point for the Hawkeyes. Buzerio, all smiles. She stands at a lofty 6'5". That leads either team in height. Tallest player out there. Thomas Alara on the left side, into the net and down. So another Iowa point. They keep hanging around.
They are. There's a lot of consistency and no sense of giving up at all from the other team. It's really promising. Good game so far.
12-8 in the first set. Iowa and Northwestern each competing for their 3rd win in the Big Ten as a service ace for Iowa. Northwestern can't get it back over. All of a sudden they took a 7-point deficit and cut it to just 3. 12-9 now, and Buzerio will keep serving. Miller for Rousseau. Rousseau to Becker, blocked in the middle, but it's down and loose, and Northwestern gets the point. Becker now 4 kills already in this first set. Charlotte Chronister gets her first action here, serving for the Cats. Jump serves with the right hand. Buzerio back over to the left side, blocked by Northwestern, but out of bounds. Walker and Becker couldn't quite get there to stand it up.
Iowa just getting the tool off of that play, taking the point back. And now we have Leanne Lowry back to serve, a freshman.
Lowry over to Rousseau. Rousseau leaves it for Kanan, and she drops the hammer.
laid it down the tape on the far side. One of the best kills of the night so far. It's 14-10.
Yeah, absolutely great placement, great line shot there by Cannon.